Namaste to everyone. Namaste Gopal Bhaiya. Good morning. Welcome to the morning session.
So namaste everyone. So we are practicing self awareness, self observation. So we want to be happy in continuity. That's why it is required to be aware of the self all the time. Because ultimately, my happiness and happiness I am experiencing in the self. So it is important to be aware of the self all the time. And for that, we are trying to ensure feeling of relationship, harmony, coexistence every moment. This moment, next moment, every moment. So that's why we are trying to understand relationship harmony and coexistence. Because whenever there is a feeling of relationship, it ensures happiness. So with feeling of relationship, hmm, I feel comfortable and in mutual interaction, people accept us. So for continuity of happiness, we are doing this exercise. One from step 1 to 7. So these steps are helping us, and ultimately we need to take decision to be aware. So let's start with few sharing. So if anyone wants to share, reflect on the assignment, so we can discuss it. नमस्ते भैया.
नमस्ते भैया. मेरी आवाज आ रही?
जी जी.
जी. So through this today I want to mention that uh, in this exercise uh, I need to practice more. I try to be aware every moment, but sometimes it happens that assumptions comes into the play. So continuous awareness is necessary. This is what my experience. जी भाई.
जी. Very true भैया. So assumptions are there because of not able to see reality as it is. So we are living in this world, and if we have not understood the reality as it is, so we assume something. And these deep assumptions work in us. For example, we are living with human beings, and if we have not understood reality of human being, so we assume something. So if we assume human being as body, so we make program at the level of body to ensure mutual happiness. But these programs do not work because Bodily happiness cannot continue. Sensual pleasures cannot continue. So we try hard for each other, but at one point we feel desperate. We think whatever we can do, we have done for this person, but still he is not happy. So if you see, assumptions are working. So I have assumed human being as body. So I am making program at the level of body, and at the level of body, and the other person cannot feel satisfied. So it leads to mutual unhappiness. So that's why there are deep assumptions that are working in us, and we need to evaluate all those assumptions. And what is the process to evaluate those assumptions? So these assumptions are because of lack of understanding of reality. So we need to focus on reality. So we need to focus on relationship, harmony, coexistence. So with the clarity of coexistence, harmony and relationship, we will be able to see as it is. But it is good that with this process, we are aware that there are many assumptions in us. So once we are aware that assumptions are there, gradually we will work on assumptions. So we need to work on reality. Assumptions will be evaluated naturally.
जी
And
भैया
time to time, these assumptions will come out. And every moment, we need to focus on reality. जी जी
जी भैया. So means at this point of time, uh, I experienced that these imaginations, thoughts, they are continuous in nature. They are going to come and go. Second thing is that we need to aware. We need to able to see them. They are coming. If we are not aware, then imagination will take control of us. And third thing is that we need to align our imagination to that instead. So this is what I understood so far. Yes. So this whatever the duration I'm practicing this. जी भैया.
जी. And deep down reality is I am coexisting. I am in harmony, and each unit is in harmony. And each unit is participating in larger order. So I need to participate in larger order. With this, my assumptions will be evaluated naturally.
जी भैया. जी. And
जी.
जी, current situation, current state of mind is due to the assumptions whatever we have collected so far. And this may be uh, one kind of assumption, but now onwards we must be careful while exposing to some new assumptions or new thoughts. This is what also I have experienced, that we should be careful about our sanskars. We try to be in the good environment. This is what I things.
Ji. So if we are into this process, two things will happen. Number one, my sanskar will be evaluated gradually, and I will be aware of new sanskars also. So while interacting with others, if someone giving proposals, someone putting his perspective, then I will be aware while accepting this. So with awareness, I will filter new proposals and I will evaluate the proposals or assumptions that we already have in us. So in both direction, we will work with this process.
जी भाई जी
जी नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
जी भैया.
I want to share a few words, Bhaiya. So,
हाँ.
if the other day you discussed with co-explorers about the feeling of opposition, Bhaiya, what I understood is if there is a feeling of opposition, there will always be a situation or person to express that one or the other. That's why we should have the feeling of relationship or and right understanding, Bhaiya. And to ensure that I must be in the program. What is the program for myself means I should be in the process with awareness and explore at every moment, Bhaiya. So even though I am comfortable for the past 2 months or like that, if I think I am comfortable, the very next moment I am going to face any other situation, Bhaiya. That is what I'm observing these days, Bhaiya.
जी. So we are going to face another situation, and before this situation, we are going to face our sanskar. So first we get victim of our sanskar.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Situation may vary, but what is making us unhappy? That is my sanskar.
Mm.
So we need to be aware of our sanskar.
Mm.
So many times it may not be possible to see sanskar, what is exactly my sanskar, but every time we can be aware of my feeling, my state of
Mm.
being. Am I comfortable or not? I can be aware of this. So when I am aware of my sanskar, my state of being, so we can evaluate it anytime. Situations are going to change. There is no definiteness in situation. Any situation can happen at any time. But my sanskars I can see. We can see our sanskar. So awareness is required at the level of sanskar.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Actually,
That's
we are
what
not getting victim of situation. We are getting victim of our
ourselves.
sanskar. जी.
Yes, Bhaiya, that is what I am trying to say. I'm not becoming victim of the situations now. Just I want to say that if I am comfortable and the very next moment, if I am facing any situation, then also I am able to see that what is happening. Earlier, I used to be victim, but now just I'm saying this, Bhaiya. I'm trying to be aware and I'm facing. I'm trying to observe at that moment. If it is not possible, I'm trying to recollect and I'm trying to see the feeling behind it, Bhaiya. That's what I want to say, Bhaiya.
जी, जी. So when we are comfortable, more awareness is required.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Generally, when we are comfortable, we lack in awareness.
Mm.
So when we are comfortable, we need to check. We are comfortable because of some situation or because of my understanding.
Mm.
So there, when there is a comfortability, we need to be more aware.
Yes, Bhaiya.
And when
Yes,
we are
Bhaiya.
uncomfortable, naturally our focus shift to uncomfortability.
Mm.
Right. So nice, Didi. Huh? With this process, we are becoming aware gradually.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Yes.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
जी, जी, जी. Namaste. So let's take one more sharing. Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste, everyone. Bhaiya, yes, as you rightly said, I also had this question which you just, gave the answer. That the comfort which I was having after the call, I was asking myself, is it from the outside that excitement? Is it the happiness is within me from the self or the from the outside? Conversation which I had after a long years of interval. So yeah, two things happened actually. When I was working on my the order of the right understanding and relation, and the third is the physical facility. I was with awareness was working on my relation because I had a long gap. And when I was discussing, I was conveying to my children, I had a talk with your Masi, and it was a good conversation and all. But you know, I was working on my sanskar, but they were seeing from their last my hurt and all that this thing. So they were giving the other aspect, but I was seeing the both. I was seeing I am working on my understanding and assumptions. I have to uh, clear on that. But I was seeing there also, they are also concerned for me. That's why they are being, I'm not, I did not get into that. But I want to ask you, Bhaiya, this really how I will check for my ego or my, self is in comfort every time, how I should be checking with awareness. I get it, but is there any points which I be keep on asking myself this comfort thing? This is one question, Bhaiya. And the other question is, Bhaiya, ki that innate nature, not innate nature must be some natural acceptance. It is based on natural acceptance, but that's due to some sanskar which I have some assumptions, some preconditions, or maybe due to some sensations, some sanskar within me is not, it's a personality, or what you can call it's my nature, not. So how will I know with, am I, you know, working on my nature? Like how should I put it? Like that tree knows that uh, it's the same, sorry, apple is going to produce apple, and that is the seed also knows that it is apple. But I don't know what is going to be my this thing. What is for me, or still I'm finding out, exploring. So I don't know whether I'm able to put it, Bhaiya. And because English is the second language for me, and I'm working on it to put the things briefly. Yes, Bhaiya.
Second part I could not listen, Didi. I lost my connection for a few seconds.
Okay, okay. Uh, I will put it some other time, Bhaiya. Let me work on that. But yes, I can tell one more thing, Bhaiya. While I was upset with, my expressing or putting in the things in brief due to English language, I got yesterday a video of UHV, which was which said that the other one is only helping you to know the self confidence, lack of self confidence within you, because the car driving and all that is the skill which is taught to you, but how to drive yourself is not any syllabus or education. So it is okay. The other person is only referring to the lack of confidence within you, and once you know that yes, you accept it, okay, it is there, then you get relieved out of it. So this was and this video, after seeing this video also, I got much more relief. So I wanted to know, was it the comfort with understanding, or is it the outside influence? This is two questions, Vaya.
So keep observing, Didi.
Okay,
If it is
Vaya.
coming from understanding,
Mm-hmm.
so continuity will be there.
Okay.
If it is coming from understanding, blaming will not happen.
What will not happen?
Blaming others.
Acha, blaming. Okay, okay.
Complementarity will start in you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Vaya.
You can
Yes.
observe yourself whether things are happening in continuity or not. For example, 2 days, 3 days, for 2 or 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
you are interacting very lively, listening others,
Mm-hmm.
thinking of complimenting. But after 3 days,
Mm-hmm.
things have been changed.
Okay.
Now you have started blaming. For the
Mm-hmm.
last 3 days, I am doing for this person. Now
Mm-hmm.
he has started doing mistake again.
Not true.
So if it is happening, it means now I am not with right understanding. So with right understanding, my thoughts will be to complement others. With right
Right.
understanding, I will take responsibility of my feelings, of my sanskar. So I will not blame others. With right understanding, I will be making program to
Mm-hmm.
complement. I will not be influenced by the other person. So these things
Mm-hmm.
will start happening. So
Right.
be aware,
Right.
note down how long you go with this comfortability.
Yes. Yes, Bhaiya. I have been reminded every time that you are doing the UHV, you are doing the UHV. But that's so, matlab, as a jokingly, whenever
Mhm.
people say. But it is, I am seeing it. Yes, only it is 2 months. Uh, I'm telling, I'm in work in progress. So I'm seeing I'm not getting perturbed or that in that case. That I'm observing it. Yes,
Ji.
Bhaiya. Thank you,
So
Bhaiya.
keep observing whenever there is a disturbance,
Ha,
welcome this
ha.
disturbance.
Yes, yes. Accept what is. Right, Bhaiya.
Ji.
Thank you, Bhaiya.
जी दीदी।
Namaste.
चलिए, नमस्ते दीदी, नमस्ते।
नमस्ते भैया, नमस्ते सभी को। As you already said that this exercise is as looking is very easy, but to understand it, it is very difficult. As we are observing ourselves with right understanding and not to blame others, but her compliments. For some days, we are in continuation, but one day suddenly again we blame somebody. So then later on again we observe it, or something is wrong in ourselves itself. So at least we are in position to observe ourselves with the right understanding. And we are, when discussing or having some relation, talking with somebody with relation, then again we understand, yes, they are also at the same level, and we are trying to communicate with them with relation. And as you are rightly said, it is a long process, but still sometime we, though continuously in our mind that I did UHV and I should be naturally accepted our feelings also, and not to blame others, compliment, but we should be complimentary to others in continuation. So still, but one day comes in the other blaming. So at a very early stage, I was thinking that for 8 days, if we'll go for UHV, I will change myself. But gradually, when I immediately joined the morning session, even during UHV2 also, and from that I try to continue. So there is a process of observation is now continuing. This is all from my side, Bhaiya. Whether this process is correct or not.
जी, so nice भैया, but just language wise, I will give some input.
Yes,
So rather than
please.
reminding yourself that I am doing UHV, so I need to be peaceful,
Yeah.
So rather than saying this, we can be aware, I want to continue my happiness.
Correct.
And if there is a disturbance, who is responsible for this? So not because of UHV, we need to be peaceful, because this is my innate nature.
Of course.
My innate nature is to be peaceful. So that why we need to investigate why I have lose my innate nature, why I have come down to this reaction.
Yes.
So I want happiness in continuity. I want to help others. So why there is a reaction? And if there is a reaction, then why I am trapped into this? It was my choice whether to come down to this reaction or not.
Yes.
Why I lost awareness and come down to this reaction. So each time we need to remind that I could be aware of this reaction, I could evaluate it, and I need to ensure it. And if any time reaction has come and we are trapped somehow, it is expressed outside somehow. Now don't give another reaction. We are doing the UHV. How can we do this? Even
Yes.
people may say around you, you are doing UHV. How can you? shout. All these things may happen. So it is not because of UHV, otherwise it will be a burden for us.
Mm.
It is happening because of sanskar, and we are in this process. And this is a process. My deep down sanskar come out any moment. If I am aware, I can evaluate it, handle it. If I am not aware, I will be trapped into it.
Yes.
So sometimes I can notice it while it is emerging. Sometimes we cannot notice it. It will emerge, it will start reacting, we will be trapped into this reaction, and it will be expressed outside. So take it as a process. This process is going on. This moment I was trapped, but there are many moments when I was not trapped. Next time I
Yeah.
will be more aware.
Mm.
So this will help you. This will help everyone. Otherwise, what happens? We generally take UHV as a burden.
Mm.
Burden means we start feeling guilty that we are doing UHV. We are doing morning session
Correct,
from
correct.
last 4 months.
Ah.
So how can it happen to me? These persons are more better than us. They are not doing anything, but still they are happy.
Yes.
I have become more unhappy since we are attending this morning session. At least they are unaware and living happily. We are aware and living unhappy. So this kind
Yeah.
of conversation comes into mind.
Correct, correct, correct.
But all these are happening because of sanskar.
Mm.
You know? So that we need to be aware. Otherwise, we may feel burden.
Yes, yes, yes.
जी भैया. So
जी,
nice
जी.
भैया that we are able to see many things going on
Mm.
in our mind. जी.
Thank you, भैया. Thank you.
नमस्ते.
Namaste.
नमस्ते भैया.
नमस्ते दीदी. नमस्ते.
Namaste सभी को. Bhaiya, I was just thinking, I'm working on my sanskars, and there are certain sanskars which I am not been able to see the feeling behind that sanskar. For example, I have a sanskar of, being a perfectionist. I want to do everything perfectly. Now I fail to understand, why do I do that? Is it the hunger of appreciation which makes me feel like that? I fail to understand. Is it the feeling of relationship, or it is a feeling of opposition? I'm not being able to observe that. If you can help me, Bhaiya.
जी. जी दीदी. So two things are there. है ना? One is we are seeking perfection, है ना, outside, but we are not aware imperfections that we have inside.
Okay.
So while ensuring perfection outside, if I am in contradiction, if we are conflicting with people, it is disturbing my harmony, it is degrading my sanskar. So what we will achieve even we do perfection outside? So what will be the achievement? Achievement may be recognition of others.
Exactly.
Recognition or achievement is that I have done it perfectly. No other person can do it.
So
So
that is the
either
feeling of
ego,
opposition.
so maybe because of ego that what I can do, other cannot do, or no one should point out any mistake. I need to work in this manner. There is no scope to point out any mistake. If anyone points out my mistake, I come into the opposition. So rather than handling my feeling of opposition, what I do, we try to do work next time more perfectly.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
So that's the feeling of opposition only.
so I am giving option. You need to explore it.
Okay.
I am giving some options. You need to explore what is happening.
Okay.
So one is whenever someone points out mistake, I feel unhappy. And to overcome this unhappy, next time
Again,
I
next time.
do this work more perfectly so that no one can point out.
Yes.
So rather than handling my feeling of position, I start working outside.
Wow.
So this could be one option.
Exactly.
Ji.
Thank
So
you. Thank
if
you.
it is happening, so it is happening because of I am not aware how to handle myself.
Mm.
So to continue my happiness, I am skipping from the feeling of opposition and I am doing outside work perfectly so that I may not feel this feeling of opposition. Or second
Exactly.
option is I want appreciation from others. This appreciation motivates me to work perfectly next time.
Mhm.
So if it is happening, so my source of happiness is outside.
Mhm.
Right? So this is second option.
Mhm.
And third option is I can continue my happiness with awareness.
Mhm.
Yeah, with observation. So in this
Ji.
process, I will ensure my happiness. I will ensure feeling of relationship with other. I will feel relatedness with other. I will ensure coexistence with other. And I will do work
Mhm.
also.
Okay. Ji, bhaiya.
Right?
I'll work on that. Thank you,
Mhm.
bhaiya.
So we can do work more perfectly if we work together. But if there is a feeling I will do perfectly so that all credit is mine, this is ego.
People appreciate me. That should
Ji,
not be the feeling. I'll evaluate that now.
ji, ji.
Thank you, bhaiya.
Okay, ji. Namaste. Ji. So we have can take one more sharing. So we have
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste,
So, in
Namaste.
connection with Didi's sharing, I have also same sanskar of being independent and perfectionist. Since last three session, I am attending this. So, I got somewhat looseness in that sanskar. But I became somewhat casual after practicing being aware of being perfectionist. So, what to do now, sir? Am I
Ji, ji, you are audible. Ji. So you have evaluated, you know, one thing, but now responsibility has to come yet. So earlier we were indulged in some work, but with the evaluation that we cannot be happy with outside appreciation, you know? Now we have withdrawal. But another point, another state will come. I will work with my responsibility. When there will be responsibility, then this carelessness will not be there. So, for example,
Yes.
this morning session is going on.
Yes.
I conduct this morning session. Sharmila Didi conduct this morning session. So we conduct out of responsibility, out of participation. It is our participation in larger order. So when we feel participation, when we feel responsibility, then carelessness doesn't come. If we are not able to see participation, then carelessness comes.
जी भैया.
Right? So you take it as a participation in larger order. So every unit is participating. What is my participation?
Yeah. I got it.
जी भैया.
I got somewhat relaxed also previously to maintain that integrity of being perfectionist and independent. I was very much stressful. After doing SAR Satra, I got present to that and I got relaxed. No doubt, there is some sort of casualness in some of the work. And by practicing this morning session, and now it is I am taking that responsibility, participating in different areas of my life, and still I'm enjoying that process. So thank you, Via.
जी भैया. नमस्ते भैया.
Namaste ji.
So let's take sum up of all these steps. Let me briefly put all these steps together. Then we will start exercise 2, observing body by the self. So we are discussing exercise 1, observing the self by the self, every moment. So I am observing myself. So first step is be aware and observe as it is. So whatever is happening, I am observing it as it is. So we need to be aware where my focus is, where my attention is. We need to set reminder that we need to observe ourselves. And then attention gradually shift from outside to inside. And we need to observe as it is, whatever is happening. There is uncomfortability, we need to observe uncomfortability. There is a comfortability, we need to observe comfortability. Whatever there is in our imagination, we need to observe as it is. What will happen with this observation without reaction? I will be in a state of pure observer. If I am not reacting, if I am not interrupting, if I am not manipulating, visualizing, creating something, I am just observing whatever is happening. So in step 1, we can go to the state of pure observer. So this can happen in step 1. So whenever we are aware of our feeling, in step 2 and 3, we are evaluating this feeling and its impact on our state of being. So in step 2, we are just checking whether this feeling that I have at this moment naturally acceptable to us or not. So we are checking it without any reaction. So if it is not naturally acceptable to me, then we are not doing anything. We are just keep observing. If it is naturally acceptable to us, we are not doing anything. We are observing it. In step 3, we are seeing the impact of these feelings on my state of being. So step 2 and 3, we are doing without any reaction. So we are observing and just asking. So step 1, 2, 3, we can do combinedly. We are observing, we are aware. So whatever is going on, we are just checking, is it naturally acceptable to me or not? Am I comfortable or not? Then in step 4, we are trying to see who is deciding the feeling that we have at this moment. So if it is me who is deciding, then two things will happen. Number one, I will not blame others for my unhappiness. Number two, I will start working for my transformation. So from step 4, now it is definite that I need to work on myself. I need to work on my sanskar. So once it is decided that I need to work on myself because I am taking decision, then in step 5, we are trying to see on what basis we decide the feeling that we have at this moment. So there are two possibilities. It may be based on assumption, it may be based on right understanding. So if it is based on assumption, there will be no definiteness. With the same person, I may be talking with feeling of relationship in the morning, and with same person, I may have feeling of opposition in evening. I may be appreciating few people, but after few days, I may criticize those few people. So there will be indefiniteness in my feeling if it is based on assumption. The same person, we may feel related in morning because he has done something favorable for me. But by evening, we may start criticizing this. We may start avoiding that person. So all these things are happening because of some assumptions. With right understanding, there will be definiteness in feeling. So from step 5, it becomes clear that I need to work on right understanding because I want to live with continuous happiness, and this continuity can be ensured with right understanding. So what I need to understand? I need to understand everything that I am related to, that I am interacting with. And we are related to everything. So ultimately, we need to understand the whole reality. So we need to understand relationship with everyone. We need to understand harmony. We need to understand coexistence. So now we need to understand this need has arisen. Now it is not optional for me. Now I am feeling need. that I need to understand this. Then only continuity of happiness can be ensured. So once it is my need, then I will start working on right understanding. Then I will focus on relationship, harmony, and coexistence. So as a consciousness unit, a right understanding is my need. So in step 4, we sensed that we need to work on ourselves. In step 5, now we are clear. We need to work on right understanding. We need to understand harmony, relationship, coexistence. So once it is decided, then in step 6, we are seeing which feeling is naturally acceptable to us. Feeling of relationship or opposition, harmony or disharmony, coexistence or struggle. So in step 6, we are observing whenever there is a feeling of relationship, I feel comfortable or not. Whenever there is a feeling of position, we feel comfortable or not. So in step 5, it is clear that I need to understand relationship, harmony, and coexistence. Now in step 6a, we are seeing whenever there is a feeling of relationship, it makes me comfortable. Whenever there is a feeling of harmony, it makes me comfortable. Whenever there is a feeling of coexistence, it makes me comfortable. Right. So now it becomes important for us to focus on relationship, harmony, and coexistence. And that is what we discussed in UHV 2. In UHV 2, we discussed relationship, harmony, and coexistence. So we discussed relationship, harmony in family. Then we discussed harmony in nature. Then we discussed harmony in existence in UHV 2. Now with this exercise, it has become my need. It is not optional for me. So with this clarity, now I am trying to ensure this feeling of relationship, harmony, and coexistence every moment. I am ensuring this moment, then next moment, every moment. So in step 7, we are ensuring it at this moment, next moment, every moment. So if we are able to ensure it, my continuity of happiness will be ensured. So in this whole process, I don't need anything from outside. What I need to have clarity, that feeling of relationship, harmony, coexistence. Whenever we have these feelings, it ensures my happiness. See, we don't need anything from outside. So with this process, we are able to see that my happiness and happiness is not dependent on outside circumstances. It depends on my decision, and it can continue with clarity of relationship, harmony, and coexistence. So that we need to work continuously. So step 6, It will take time because every time we need to see feeling of relationship, harmony, coexistence, we need to check. So it will continue. So it will continue to have focus on relationship, harmony, and coexistence. So with awareness, with observation, we can be aware of ourselves, our feeling, and we can continue contemplate on relationship, harmony, and coexistence. So this is what we discussed from step 1 to 7. So it's time for Hindi session. So thank you everyone. We will continue discussion tomorrow. Namaste Tara Prasanna bhaiya.
जी जी भैया नमस्ते. Thank you so much for this enriching session today also. Thank you to the all the co-explorers for being the part of this English part of the discussion and for enriching the session with your questions and active participation.